Yep, I'm talking about Sonic again. You would think after working on a completely separate 10-minute long Sonic video, I'd be kind of burnt out on this furry blue bitch. But I mean, come on. I haven't even talked about the classic Sonic games yet. And you know me, I'm dangerously and embarrassingly opinionated on the topic of a blue cartoon rodent. So you already know it's time for several more minutes of my psychotic ramblings. For all you fucking normies out there who don't treat the distinction between styles of Sonic games as gospel, ever since Sonic Generations released in, let me check what year that was. That is so upsetting. I'm so fucking old. But ever since Sonic Generations released in 2011, there have been two distinct pillars of the Sonic series. You've got Classic Sonic, which is for all the 2D side-scrolling games, and you've got Modern Sonic, which is for everything else. It kind of bothers me that we still call this iteration of Sonic modern, especially considering that he's been Modern Sonic since 1999. Tell me this isn't cutting-edge technology.
Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
But yeah, these quote-unquote modern games can be pretty different from the classic games, and a lot of people heavily prefer one over the other. But luckily for you, I know an unhealthy amount of trivia about both styles of Sonic games, so prepare to be shocked and appalled by my ambidextrous knowledge.
Go ahead, say it. Look at Kevin, the ambidextrous freak.
But yeah, Sonic Origins came out not too long ago, which I guess technically qualifies as an entry in the classic Sonic games. When this game was announced, I think a lot of folks were really excited. I mean, this is all the classic Sonic games in widescreen 60 FPS bundled together for release on modern hardware, including a brand new widescreen remaster of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is widely considered to be the best one. I mean, these are some really good games here, plus Sonic CD. So then, why do people think it sucks? Well, I think it comes down to a variety of factors, including a surprisingly high price point, a shit ton of bugs, a general lack of new features, and some weird shady choices like delisting cheaper versions of the games, as well as this infamous middle finger DLC chart, which they made a lot more complicated than it needed to be. Well, a good chunk of the game's bugs were actually addressed in a recent patch, but the damage to the game's reputation had pretty much already been done, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, it's clear that a lot of care was put into this compilation, but of course Sega got their grubby mitts all over it. Thanks for being here, Sega. Now, what inspires your general decision-making process?
Money!
So yeah, the game had a pretty rough launch, but there is still a bunch of secrets and Easter eggs this game has to offer, which means it's time to milk this fucker dry! Something worth noting is that a lot of these secrets actually originate from the game's original mobile ports, apart from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which didn't have one, so obviously those are new to Sonic Origins. Let's start with a really fun one. If for whatever reason you didn't already know this, the Sonic Origins main menu organizes the 4 included games by these islands. This is a really nice touch, and I'm really impressed by the amount of references and Easter eggs they managed to cram into each one of these islands. Look, if you go to the Sonic 3 island and look up, you can see Sky Sanctuary up there. It's pretty cool. You actually might only be able to see this Easter egg if you bought the digital deluxe version, which comes with the island camera, which is pretty fucked up when you think about it. But there's a really obscure one on the Sonic 2 island. This is the litmus test that separates the true gamers from the fake gamers. Here it is.
That's it?
You might not think much of this, but the real Sonic fans already know what this is. As a reward to all you Sonic stans out there, here's a personalized message from Sonic himself.
Poggers!
As for the rest of you, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm disappointed. Sonic is disappointed.
Pretty cringe!
I haven't seen anybody else talk about this, so I guess this technically qualifies as news, which also technically qualifies me as a games journalist. This video is now a top 10 list. Top 10 reasons why Big the Cat is a racist bigot. Number 10, fuck you. I hate when people underestimate my wokeness. I'm woke. I'm so woke, you couldn't even comprehend how woke I am. Alright, let's move on to something else. Now, like I said earlier, one point of contention with the Origins collection on release was that there was a general lack of new features, particularly for Sonic 1, 2, and CD. But what if I told you that there are a whole bunch of customization options hidden away in these games that largely address this lack of new features? If you input up, down, left, right on Sonic 1's title screen, then hit A, you'll gain access to the game's level select menu. I know this isn't breaking news, which is very unbecoming of my newly acquired status as a games journalist, but in this menu not only can you choose to play any level in the game, you also gain the ability to alter a bunch of customization features not normally accessible, like the ability to play as Sonic and Tails, or the option to add a 7th Chaos Emerald to the game, which allows Sonic to transform into Super Sonic in Sonic 1. You can also completely disable the spin dash in this menu, which makes it all the more bizarre that you can still spin dash in the classic mode version of Sonic 1 by default, which kinda defeats the whole purpose of classic mode, since in the original game you couldn't spin dash. But yeah, if you're absolutely dead set on playing Sonic 1 in this fucked aspect ratio without the spin dash, but you do want all the other quality of life improvements that come with the original mobile port, well then first of all, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you? Why are you blue?
You can even activate the use of Sonic 3 and Knuckles' elemental shields through this menu, which is a feature I really would have liked to have been included in a more accessible way. You can also swap out the Sonic 1 shield with the Sonic 2 shield. Not really sure why you would do that though. These two shields are functionally identical. I guess if you just cannot stand the look of the Sonic 1 shield, this option might be appealing, but I don't know, they both look fine to me. Wherever you are out there, guy who vastly prefers the Sonic 2 shield to the Sonic 1 shield, you got some weird fucking priorities. But then again, so do I, so I guess I could respect that. You can also turn on air and ground speed caps or re-enable the Sonic 1 spike glitch if you're like, I don't know, a masochist or something.
You know, what can I say? I die hard.
A lot of these features can also be accessed in the Sonic 2 Origins port by inputting up, 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 down, 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 left, right, jump. Then selecting 0, 0 on the game's sound test 3 times. You even gain access to the Insta-Shield ability from Sonic 3 when using the elemental shields here, so that's pretty cool. Something that really bothers me about these customization options though is that there's no way to save your game while using them. I feel like it would have been so easy to just implement these features in a more accessible way, and it's kind of baffling that these are so limited in their current implementation. Maybe a future patch will address this though. Sonic 3 also has a fair share of secret codes, with a bunch of them only being added in that recent patch I mentioned earlier. If you input up, up, down, down, up, 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 up on the game's title screen, you can access the game's sound test, where if you enter this code, all rings, item boxes, and special stage rings are removed from the game, making for something of a pseudo-hard mode. You could also use this code to add a bunch of penguins. So, I guess if you like penguins, it might be pretty cool. Boo! You could also use this code to change all the elemental shields to the Sonic 2 shield. The only question I really have is, but why? Why though? Why would you do that? I guess Sonic 2 Shield guy is probably pretty happy about that one. Again though, none of these codes are available for use if you want to save your game at any point. But in Sonic 3's case, most of these codes are pretty game-breaking or really niche in their use. Apart from maybe the super peel-out ability from Sonic CD, which would have been nice to have on a regular save file. There are a bunch of other codes that I didn't talk about here today, but these are the ones I found most interesting. I'll put a link to an article that includes all the other codes I didn't talk about in the description if you want to check that out. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about this time, but I've got a bunch more video ideas in the pipeline, so stay tuned. Starting next video, I'm transitioning to reaction content. Here's a preview of my reaction to the recent Sonic Frontiers trailer.